If you are new to tie-dye and you've stumbled onto this video, thank you for stopping by. Tie-dye can kind of be broken down into 3 steps, right? You pick a pattern that you like, a folding pattern that you like. You pick a dye application pattern that you like, of which there are tons, and you pick the colors. And when you have those 3 things that you can split between all the different types, there are bajillions of different variations that you can do. And today we're going to do a variation that I have never seen on YouTube. So the folding pattern that we're going to use is referred to as Spider. The dye application pattern we're going to do is Wigwag, and the colors that I'm going to do I haven't chosen yet, but I have 7 options. So let's get this spidered up. We're going to go sleeve in sleeve. The shirt's inside out. All right, so sleeve in sleeve. What this means is that the shirt has been folded such that the front of the shirt is laying over the top of the front of the shirt, and the back of the shirt is laying over the top of the back of the shirt. You fold one sleeve through the body and out the other. I like to line up the seams on the arms. That's a nice way of sort of getting the arms to lay nicely. And the goal of doing sleeve in sleeve as opposed to just folding the shirt in half is you get left-right symmetry. So now what we're going to do is we're going to spider it up. Now a spider is essentially a spiral fold, which is probably one that you may have already seen, but it starts in a different state. So we're going to pick a spot on the shirt where we want the center of the spider to be, or the spider's body. That'll make sense at the end. And then we're going to spiral the shirt up from this point here. I think that's where I'm going to choose. So step 1 of 3 is done. Pick a fold. We're doing spider. It looks pretty darn good, actually, I think. The next step, which is describing the pattern that we're going to apply dye to this, I'm going to draw a pattern on this to make it a little easier to understand. All right, so this is step 2, choosing a pattern that you will want to apply the dye to your fold. This is a very rudimentary wigwag, I believe is what they refer to this as. It's a zigzag, and the marker that I used is just a washable marker, so make sure that you're using washable markers. This will all just wash out. These are just guidelines for when I put down the color. So now I need to ponder what colors I want to do in each of these sections here. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I know what I'm going to do. So I typically shoot my videos in batches. I do all of this in a spare bedroom, and while I'm doing the video, it's basically a disaster area, so I try and do a bunch of them and then put it all back together so I don't get in trouble. But here's the plan is, I've already done something with these colors today, and I wasn't planning on doing a full rainbow, but it sort of just worked out. So there's 6 sections. I was really hoping to have a lot of yellow and a lot of lime pop, because this is actually one of my favorite colors that Dharma makes. But since there's 6 sections, we're gonna do a rainbow. So just a little bit of red here. We're using Oxblood Red, Orange Crush, and then the biggest section here in the middle is going to be bright yellow and lime pop. So a lot more of this shirt will be the colors that I had sort of initially intended on making this. So now we're just going to put down the dye. And when we pop it open tomorrow, I have no idea what we're going to find, because I've actually never seen this combo. I know it's been done, but I've never seen this combo on YouTube. Spider fold, wigwag. Okay, we're going to start in this tiny little section right here. Also, something I thought that I'd mention is, because we're doing rainbow colors, you don't have to be super careful about keeping very tight lines or bleed over between the 2 colors, because all of these colors, when applied in order, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, all of those boundaries, they play nice together. They're not going to create any browns. I go real heavy on yellows. And the colors that go down next to it have a tendency of overtaking yellow, and I really want this yellow and this particular green to be sort of the primary color that's most obvious on this shirt, so I'm going to go pretty heavy-handed with the yellow. Okay, now we're going to flip this over, and I was intentionally a little bit heavy-handed with the dye because I want as much of this to bleed through to give me a sort of a guide as to where the zigzag lines are on the other side. So let's see if that worked or not. Okay, I'm gonna say sorta not. So in order to match these colors up, yeah, it's kinda still there. But what I think I'll probably do is I'll apply a color and then I'll sort of flip it up, take a peek, see what we got. I guess I'll start, well, I'm right-handed, I better start over on this side, this little red corner right here. Okay, I mean, I guess this worked okay. It's going to be cool, I know that for sure. What it will look like, I have no idea. So we're going to let this batch overnight, probably 24 hours, and then I will rinse it out, and then we will bring it back to the table, pop it open, and see what the heck you get when you do a spider wigwag, rainbow spider wigwag. Okay, the wigwag has bled together pretty strongly, so it's not immediately obvious. This shirt has been rinsed out, and a lot of the colors bled together, which is cool because we're going to get tertiary colors. The back side there, actually that's quite a nice spiral. All right, well, let's pop it open because I honestly have no idea what to expect. I have not seen this combo of this specific combo of three different styles. So let's see what we got. Okay, I dig it. Oh yeah. Lots of green and yellow, which is very specifically what I was shooting for. And you can sort of see the spider. Let's get it completely open here. Okay, well, this is definitely a cool shirt. So let's talk about the spider. You can see it. It's pretty sort of subdued because we have green and yellow and those are light colors, and this is actually even going to lighten up more. So when I look at it, just generally, I totally dig it. This is a great shirt. It's really vibrant, super well saturated. The stuff that's happening over here looks great. Okay, this just as a shirt, great shirt. Whether or not I'm going to call this a great spider, though, I don't know. I think upon reflection here, it might have been a better move to focus on darker colors in the middle of the spiral, right? The wigwag that was taking up most of the spiral. If it was darker colors, this would be a little bit more obvious, but this is still a cool shirt. So let me go ahead and get it rinsed out, and then we're gonna see what happens to this guy after it has been fully washed and dried. Okay, well, I think this experiment turned out kind of nice. The shirt itself, great, totally dig it. It's doing the thing that Wigwag does, which is this sort of half circle here, half circle there. The spider, you can sort of see it, but it's very subtle. So these lines here, I would probably recommend using darker colors in the middle if you did decide that you wanted to do something like this. But I was sort of thinking that this is actually a kind of a good candidate for a vinyl application in the middle. So there's this sort of a lot of cool stuff going around here, and then there's this sort of open canvas in the middle. So maybe I'll come up with something cool that I could put in here, vinyl, like a vinyl application to it. Well, I hope you liked the video. If you did, if you wouldn't mind giving it a like, that'd be cool. And I will see you on the next one.